It depends if you use the German or the French acronym. In German it is SWP, and in French it is UDC.
Isn't it in German SVP?
Oh, it's SVP, you're right. Volkspartei, you're right. SVP. No, you're right. SVP, yeah.
I think his house was burnt in 2002, so a long time
Yeah,
ago.
maybe. Correct. I think 2 years ago, my colleague told me.
And with how much people are there in Parliament now, in the National Parliament? He's in the lower house, right?
Now he's in the lower house. How many MP they have?
Yeah.
His party?
Yeah.
Well, it's quite simple. They have 30% of the vote, so it's really easy to check on the website. I can't tell you at the moment, but I mean they are the biggest party in Switzerland since the last election. Actually, it was the case. I think since the last 2 elections, they are the Switzerland biggest party, and they probably have 1/3 of the MPs because they got 30% of the vote. So, but for the exact number, I don't have it in mind.
And do they have real power?
Well, you know, Swiss politics is strange in the sense that, yes, they have real power because thanks to the result of the election of 2000, so now it's 2011 to 2006, before 2006 was 2002. So thanks to the result of the election in 2001, when they became the first party in Switzerland, they managed to get an extra seat in government. But you know how the Swiss system works. It's a very strange system. We've got a permanent coalition government. The coalition is made of, the government is made of only 7 ministers. We have only 7 ministers. And this is a permanent coalition. So before 2001, you had 2 socialists, 2 radical. Radical is the equivalent of liberal for you.
Yeah. Okay.
2 radicals, so we had 2 socialists, 2 radical, 2 Christian Democrats, and 1 from the SDP. And thanks to the score they managed to have in 2001, they got an extra seat to the defense of the Christian Democrats, who had to lose 1 seat. So at the moment they have 2 ministers. But the situation is strange enough because the freysinger party got divided over Blocher, because Blocher in 2001 entered government, so the historical leader of the party, he entered government, but he was not re-elected in 2006. There was a putsch against him from the other parties, and he was put aside, and another lady from his party was elected, Madame Mushroom, so now the party is divided.
Okay.
So they have 2, namely, they have 2 representatives in the Swiss government, but in reality they have only 1, because the second one is a dissident.
But the power is in the people in Switzerland because of direct democracy.
No, I won't say that. No.
Oh.
No, I
So
won't say that.
the 4
It depends what you call power, but no, the government.
laws.
No.
The
It
4
depends, but no, the government is still important.
Yeah. But the minarets, for what is famous, was because they only had 30% of the votes, but they managed to have this law passed with the majority against all medias, against all governments. Because the government in Switzerland is not as powerful as in here or France, or it's quite.
No, I would not say that. I think
The-
if you
because
would
of
have,
direct
if you would have
democracy.
here, if you would have here a referendum on the minaret, I'm afraid the result would be the same.
Exactly.
So it's not a matter.
But they do it. They do it in Switzerland. They do it.
It's not a matter how the government is powerful. It's just the system.
Yeah, but it's decided by the people.
Right.
So
No, it's not- it's
the
not-
people is more powerful.
No, yes.
Otherwise, it would be in logic to
No.
let it decide as people, and the
It's
people
true.
have lost less power.
It's true that people have more power, but the question was, is the government powerful? I would say yes, the government is powerful as well, but there are more counter power to the government in the Swiss system.
More check and balances.
Exactly.
Yeah, and an additional check and balances by the people itself.
Yes, at all levels.
Yeah.
Yes.
How many referenda do you have in a year? Is that many in Swiss?
Well, the average, it depends, because not all the referendum are of the same type. You've got the very local one at the city level, You've got the one at the canton level and you've got the national one. So I would say basically we vote once a month.
Once a month.
Yeah. Either for a local referendum.
That's always binding. It's kind of passed by government.
It depends. It really depends. It really depends.
But in case of the minarets, it couldn't be.
No, because the minaret was a constitutional referendum.
Okay.
It was a vote to change the constitution and to forbid the construction of minarets and to put this in the constitution. So in this case, it is binding, yes, because it's now in the constitution.
So you would say there's 1 dozen constitutional votes a year? That would be because there's 4 times a year, and there's roughly 2 to 3 per
I
vote.
can't say. I won't go with a figure. Frankly speaking, I can't tell
But
you.
roughly, that's the
No, constitutional referendum, we don't have that many. No. We have referendum of we have national referendum, but constitutional, no, not that I know of. I think quite rarely.
So there's the national referendums you have 4 times a year, and each
Yeah.
each time, because each time you vote for national, local,
Yeah.
regional, and there are many more local than national. So
Okay.
that's why I used to say that you vote more in a year in Switzerland than in France, for example, for your whole life.
So you have to go to vote every month.
No, well, first of all, you don't have you have to vote, but a lot of people now in Switzerland vote by May.
Okay. Well, it's probably the only country that has so many referendums, right?
I think so.
No, yeah, German.
I think so.
And in the different countries we
But,
have.
not national.
Yeah, not like nationally, but
Not national.
in the states, so to say.
So what about Wilders? What